Okay, and we are live. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Trading the Markets. I am your host, Tone Vays. Coming to you live this Monday morning. The markets have been open for a little over a half an hour. I am conflicting with the Swan Spaces where I usually am, and I'll probably join that right after the stream. I'll try to keep it short. Hopefully we are done in 20 to 25 minutes. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and begin. I am still in Panama City. If you are in Panama City and you're able to get a hold of me, we can go grab a drink. We can go have some dinner, like socializing, so that won't be an issue. Okay, right to the charts. It's a brand new week, so let's see where we stand. We're going to begin with the oscillators. The RSI is looking great with plenty of upside still to go. What about the MACD? The MACD is looking even better. And hopefully the MACD will keep rising and cross the zero line, which makes it even more bullish. What about the CMF? Well, the CMF has crossed into green territory for the first time since it crossed into green territory on July 2020. July 2020. And from July 2020, it had an incredible run up into April of 2021. I think it went up about maybe 3 times or 4 times. So that is a great sign. If we extend the downward trend line, we still have plenty of room before any kind of a resistance on the CMF itself. Okay, let's talk about the price action. All right, guys, you sneeze again. I don't know why it happens every single time. Okay, so that's a weird thing. That should have been an arrow that I drew earlier. I don't know why it didn't have the arrow part in it. And what happened to the arrow part? Where's the arrow? Like I'm choosing the arrow. Like weird. Huh. I don't know why the arrow part's missing because I'm clicking on the arrow. Anyway, it doesn't matter. If we look at the moving averages are going to cross into a depth cross, and it's happening right at the MRI resistance line. So I'm not surprised that we are. What happened? Why did all the arrows disappear? This is so weird. Must be a trading view bug. So it's not surprising the market is pulling into the depth cross. And once it pulls into the depth cross, we'll reevaluate the situation. That is one major point of resistance. I would say it is, if we continue rising, it is very unlikely we'll rise above 25,000. I think we're going to have a monster rejection around 25,000. And hopefully that rejection will take us no lower than 20,000, establishing the ultimate low. Okay, I'll talk more about how to identify a trend reversal in a future video. I don't think I'm going to do it today because I got to Google for an old article I wrote for Cointelegraph back in the day. We're talking like 2015 or something, or even 14. I think it was 14. Here we are on a weekly scale. The MRI is telling you that we are very bullish. The green star candle is telling you we should be in a bullish trade. We did have an incredible week. This was a monster week that price of Bitcoin rose 20%. So expecting a little bit of a pullback or just consolidation is perfectly normal. People are asking, Tone, aren't we far from the next halving still? Not really. We're a little over a year away. I would, in about a month or so, we're going to start looking at countdowns. I'm waiting for the countdown to be below 365 days so that we can start counting down days. Also, you have to remember, people pre-run events. You pre-run the halving, and then you realize you pre-run the halving too early, and it went up too much, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is too early, and then it falls, and then you realize, wait a minute, the halving is coming, and you pre-run it again, and then that could be late, or it could be early. So these fluctuations will keep happening. Bitcoin will become more volatile as we get closer and closer to the halving. What do I think is more likely, 16,000 or 39,000? At the moment, I still think 16,000 is more likely, but 16,000 is actually not likely. It's a badly phrased question. The question should be, what's more likely, 14,000 or 39,000? Because if we make it back to 16,000, you guys have absolutely no idea how bearish I'm going to be. If the price of Bitcoin comes back to 16,000, I will be as bearish on Bitcoin as I was back in October of 2018 when it came back to 6,000 for like the third time or the second time. So my bearishness would be exfold. Like I would be shorting Bitcoin at 6,000 if we come back to it. That's how bearish I would be, because I would give the probability of us breaking below 16,000 if we come back to 16,000 at about 85%. Okay, so coming back to 16,000 is actually the worst case scenario. I don't ever want to see even 18,000 again. If we come back below 18,000, I'm going to be incredibly bearish. I don't want to see us go below, since these aren't arrows anymore, I might as well get rid of them. I don't want to see this top broken. This is a weekly scale. We're going to look at a daily 17,000. Let me not, let's not, like 18 is okay. But if we come back to 17,000, if we cross even $1 below 17,000, I am going to be incredibly bearish with potentially looking for bearish trades. This kind of upswing that we just had has to kick off the bull market. If this upswing fails, we will have a catastrophe on our hands. If everyone is then shorting, everyone gets wrecked. I don't care what everyone else is doing. Okay, so here's the thing. I really couldn't care less what everyone else is doing. I really couldn't care less what everyone else is thinking. I got myself in enough trouble about a year ago with the on-chain analysis guys thinking that it's going to go to 300K. Okay, so normally I look at my TA and only my TA. I don't care. I don't care what even like guys like famous people like John Bollinger and Wes Wilder Jr. You know, the guys who Wes Wilder Jr. by the way created the RSI, and he created the ADX, and he created many other indicators. Like I don't even want to know what they think, like because it skews my view of my TA, and I've been doing TA for 20 years now, and I am pretty confident in my TA. So it's great when I have other technical analysts on and I get their opinions only when they come on my channel. But no, it's a legitimate question, Fabio. It's not I wasn't upset at it. It's a very legitimate question. So I really only want to pay attention to myself, and the reason why I have other analysts on my channel and get their opinions is mostly for you guys. It's not for me. It's mostly for you, so you get a second opinion in case you think that I am wrong. But I only trust my own TA when it comes to executing a trade. So the weekly chart to me is still very, very bullish, but at 25,000, I will be very cautious. In a perfect world, we would be reaching 25,000 in about 6 weeks, slow grind into 25,000, so that it matches up with my MRI sell. Allocation chart, I am very, very comfortable with the 40% bullish position in the Consensio allocation chart. One more week, and there will be lots and lots of crosses here. We already have the short term crossing the long term. We have the intermediate term is going to touch the long term probably next candle, which is only 8 hours away. And then we're going to be in a beautiful bullish situation of short above the intermediate, above the long, which probably calls for additional bullish positions. But I want to see a little bit of a pullback because I think we are running a little too far and a little too fast. Before I go on to the daily chart, Unconfiscatable. is back in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's an incredible conference, only Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas. We already have a great lineup of speakers. We're going to add a few more cards here. I already got a few more commits. We're just going to make their trading cards, and we're going to put them up. Speaking of trading cards, I am joining this project only because I love it so much. And I don't know if I'm on the website yet. In the About Us section, I will be an advisor to this project, and unpaid advisor to this project only because I like it. One of these days, I got to figure out how to actually make money, but I'll get there. Check out the prior videos. We have the poker tournament. People are signing up for it. Just click on the banner. It will take you to the poker registration page. You will see we have 66 spots are currently available for the poker tournament out of 100. The price is denominated in Bitcoin, and all the money would get paid out. We do not take a percentage. We do not want to break any gambling laws. So every single Satoshi that gets put into entries will get paid out to the top 9 finishers. The final table will walk away with sats. Okay. Next, let's see what we got. Bitcoin, the carnivory dinner. That one is really running out of seats. Oh boy. You will really, the price will rise in about 13 seats, probably less by now. I just haven't updated this page. So anyway, check it out. We gotta get some new sponsor logos up. These are last year's sponsors. Hopefully they're all going to be back. All right, and of course the financial summit is also back. This time in Dubai. We will be doing this 1 month before Unconfiscatable, on November 5th to 10th. An incredible event for traders and funds and money managers and all the like. Don't forget the technical analysis and risk management video. There it is. Check it out in Vays Products and Services. If you want to trade on your own and not have to listen to other people's advice, this is a great educational resource. All right, promo's done. Let's go to the daily chart. The daily chart is my bread and butter. You can see how the CMF has flipped. Not flipped, sorry. The CMF has peaked and is now slowly trending down. Not a big deal, just something to keep an eye on. I already talked about the Def Cross profit. Just rewind the video a little bit. The RSI was grossly overbought. We really need a little bit of a pullback, a little bit down. How far will this pullback go? Well, the arrows don't seem to be showing up for some reason, but I think that we can pull back all the way down to the 200-day moving average. I can't wait to watch these cross. The 50 above the 128, and then ultimately both above the 200. But I can certainly see this pullback going down to 200-day moving average. I would love to see an MRI top, however. I think we can get an MRI top. We will need to close or trade at a brand above the close of 2 days ago. I would love to see an MRI top somewhere here. Next candle, there's going to be a warning candle. But ideally, I would love to see an MRI top. So hopefully we rally a little bit today or tomorrow with the stock market and then pull back into the 200-day moving average. That would potentially establish a higher low. If we are to pull back all the way down to the 128-day moving average, it is still a clean, very clean higher low. It would actually be even cleaner. I would love to see us reach this $23,000 level before a pullback, but this is perfectly fine as long as we stay above 18,000. I think we are there. All I want to see is establishing a higher low, no lower than 18,000, maybe 17,000. That's my ultimate low, and then I can say with confidence that the low is in for the bear market. Short-term charts. Well, I really like this 12-day. in one of my Telegram groups, I mentioned that, hey, watch out this not 12 days, sorry, 12-hour. I mentioned that, hey, check out this 12-hour. It's topping on the MRI. So that was a nice top on a 12-hour. I don't normally pay attention to 12-hour. Also notice the MRI resistance line. We can move to the 4-hour. On a 4-hour, we see beautiful consolidation. This kind of consolidation does tend to lead to one more rise up. And again, on the 4-hour, there was an MRI top, giving you the perfect opportunity to exit your bullish trades. And even on the 1-hour, you can see this gorgeous consolidation that has now lasted for a little bit too long on the 1-hour. So let's go to the 4-hour. I really like this consolidation. We can put in a horizontal channel. Like that. We are near the bottom of this channel. We're going to see what the S&P 500 is doing right now. And the more likely scenario out of this channel is a rise. Again, I don't really know why there's no arrows, but there is a slightly higher probability that we rise from this channel and make a new high. So let's say this, maybe another $1,000 would be nice. Though the channel only calls for about $500 rise. And from there, we reach that daily MRI top sometime tomorrow or the next day. And that sets up a nice situation for that final short-term capitulation to the upside, FOMO, and then we crash down to 18 to 19K, establish a new swing low, and then we're off to 25K, then repeat the process going back down, okay? Do I have one of these graphics in the Learn Trading section? This is the free section on Learn Trading. I don't. I need to add that picture in there. I have to redo this section. I gotta take some time and like redo this. Anyway, let's go to the traditional markets and see what's going on. Moderators, if I have any good questions, shoot them over in our Telegram group chat. You can see that. Where is the next candle? It's, oh, the markets aren't open today. It's a holiday. That's right. It's Martin Luther King Day. So it's a 3-day holiday. So no wonder. So Bitcoin is still weekend trading. So futures are open. Yeah, but no one's trading them today. The futures are meaningless today. Yeah, the futures markets are open, but futures don't drive the price. The underlying that drives the price. So it doesn't matter. So yeah, oil futures are open, all the futures are open, but they're irrelevant. There's no volume today. They don't really do anything. The gold futures are open. No, we're not going to do anything with traditional markets today. What is my mic? Is my mic bad or good? Is that so this is my mic. This is my mic. Oh, wait, yeah, this is my mic. There's two of them, right? I'm attached to one. This one is not. This one is turned off, but I'm attached to this one, and it attaches to this. Right, this is the base. It's a wireless mic. They're $300. I know you guys love complaining about my mics, but maybe I should connect it through the USB port or something. Maybe I'll through the USB-C port or something. But these are the mics, right? This is the base, and these are two wireless receivers. I'm wearing one, this is the other, and it isn't working. So I hope they're good. It's called Wireless Go 2. The only reason why it says 2 is because there's two receivers. There's Wireless Go, which is one receiver, one voice input, and then there's Wireless 2 with two voice inputs. They're good because they're good to travel with. Okay. So any questions, moderators? I'm going to go back to the charts. But there's nothing interesting in the charts, really. We have to wait and see. We have to wait till tomorrow. Daniel is asking if you should buy some $121 in Bitcoin Cash. The answer is yes, but now don't just buy it all. Everything, like your life savings, just pour it into Bitcoin Cash. Sell your house, sell the car, like everything. I mean, that's the only way people will learn a lesson as to why you don't buy into scams, unless you put everything in it. And then you realize what a mistake you made. It's the only way to really learn. Like you can go to like the gangster in your neighborhood and like borrow a bunch of money from him and then put it all in Bitcoin Cash. I mean, that's just the only way you really learn lessons, right? How do you explain to my friend that Ethereum is centralized? Ask him what happens if Vitalik gets hit by a bus. If the current cycle low is confirmed, we have bottomed in about the same time as the previous cycles. Yeah. Yeah, look, I always argued that uh, I always argued for the 4-year cycle. I know there's a lot of people that think the 4-year cycle is crazy. I still like the 4-year cycle. It's just a little different every time, but because of the halving and because of people's mentality, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy creating a 4-year cycle. So since I'm not going to talk about traditional markets, I just want to wait till like so we can go ahead and Google. You can do tone Vays coin telegraph trend change. Let's see what happens. There it is. Spotting a trend change. Oh, and there's a part 2 as well. There's should open this one as well. There's also a part 2. So let me go back. I'm gonna do open a new tab and open a new tab. It was a 2-part article. So yeah, I wasn't always bearish. So when was this article written? January 26, 2015. Okay, so it was 2015. January 26, 2015. Let's talk about a trend change. So this is a chart. Chiavaco Capital, by the way, great Twitter account. I got to reach out to him. I would love to get him for the financial summit. Great technical analyst. Absolutely awesome. So here is an example of a trend change. You establish a new low. You then break a trend line and establish a new high that is bigger than the prior high. Then you pull back and establish a new low higher than the prior low. And then the trend change actually happens at stage 3, when you eventually break this swing high. So this is the S&P 500. And unfortunately, there's no prices here. But we can see, we can do a ratio on this, right? So you can see how far we pull back based on ratios. And I explained this when it comes to Bitcoin. So I can read these articles. They're really good. Huh. These old articles are great. So here I am explaining what a trend change is. And then there was a part 2. When was this written? February, 1 month later, trend change part 2. There were articles in between. And then I talk about this once again. I did add numbers to it, but these numbers are Bitcoin's numbers. So I kind of estimated Bitcoin's number. So the low for Bitcoin came in at 150. And then we pull back to no lower than 200. And then we would need to break 350 on the upper side in order to create this trend change. So you can go ahead and read these articles to identify a trend change. Guys, if you want to know why Ethereum is a centralized database, no different than Jeff Bezos's AWS, all you have to do is, again, type Tone. I have to teach people how to Google. Like, it's 2023. I have to teach people how to Google. Tone Vays, crypto scam, Ethereum. And then right there, one word or two. We go to videos. We're just going straight to videos. We're going to do one word, crypto scam. There it is. Tone Vays crypto scam Ethereum. There is crypto scam number 10, Ethereum part 2. There is crypto scam number 8, the Ethereum launch. And then there will be one more, crypto scam part 3, unscalable technology. And there was going to be a crypto scam part 4, which means decentralized smart contracts are stupid. Or no, I'm sorry, that's part of part 3. There was going to be part 4, which is the Ethereum token is an economic stupidity. It was going to be an economic section. So I never even got to part 4. So you have 2 hours right here. You have 2 hours right here. Wow. I managed to do 2 separate videos. And the difference in the video length is 11 seconds. Wow. Amazing. 2 hours here, 2 hours there, and 1 hour and 9 minutes here. Okay. So this is the one with smart contracts are stupid, right? So, well, decentralized smart contracts are stupid. I love smart contracts. Guys, I love NFTs and I love smart contracts. My digital NFT to get on an airplane with my digital ticket is incredible. My smart contract, if I ever drink soda again for the first time in 20 years, I love the smart contracts of soda machines where I can just stick $1 in and I get a soda out. That's a smart contract. I love smart contracts. Decentralized smart contracts are generally stupid. So this explains it. So I don't know how you expect me to explain it to you personally, why Ethereum is such a dumb project in 30 seconds when I've literally made 2 + 2 is 4 + 1 is 5. There's 5 hours of video explaining it. And if 5 hours of video is too long for you to understand the stupidity of Ethereum, then you are not interested in learning about the stupidity of Ethereum. So just do a quick Google search and go ahead and watch. Oh, what is this? Oh, I thought it would take me to a specific tweet. I guess not. Take me to my Twitter. No, I'm not really doing crypto scams anymore. Got tired. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to probably jump into Swan Spaces. I don't really see any other questions. What is AWS? If you don't know AWS, if you don't know what AWS is, but you know what Ethereum is, oh boy, that's not good. That is not good. Guys, I believe the stock market has bottomed. I have told everyone that I believe that the stock market would bottom in October. If you go back to my tweets, I explain. If you go back to my videos, of late September, and I talk about how October should be the low in the market. And lo and behold, October was the low in the market. So I do believe the stock market has bottomed. I am concerned that we are at resistance and that we could crash. But until we go below $3,750, I will remain to the statement that I made in September that the bottom in the market will happen in October. Right here with the MRI buy. I became a bull in the stock market right here in October with this reversal candle and the MRI buy. Okay, that's when I became a bull of the stock market, and I remain a bull in the stock market for now. Probably my best call last year was calling the low in the stock market in October, and I expected Bitcoin to also have a low in October, but the implosion of FTX had other things to say about that. Okay, awesome. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.